going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lonnie from Flight Sim Gaming. What's going on, SimCFI? Hope all is well, brother. Started about 15 minutes early. I do apologize. You know, stream was scheduled for 7:30. I tried to get on for 7 o'clock, but that never happened. But anyway, we're checking out Fresno Yosemite International, or I think it's Fresno Air Terminal, if I'm not mistaken. KFAT is the airport iCal. And it's done by Fly2High. They actually just released the V2 of it. I never had the V1. So, you know, don't know what's been changed with it, but we're going to give it a go here. Got it on discount, too, because I got some Fly2High scenery, but small-ass terminal, not much going on, and I'm not super crazy for Fly2High's ground textures, but, I mean, overall, it's, does the job pretty nice, and, you know, for the nice discount, cannot go wrong with it. Anyways, we're flying the E-Jets today, so about 30 or 50% of the flights coming out of Fresno is flown, I think, by Skywest, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of E-Jets action coming out of here. The only 737 flight, I believe, is into Vegas. But didn't want to do that just because, you know, we fly into Vegas pretty often and don't get a chance to fly in LAX. We're not flying on VATSIM. I'm having issues with my V-Pilot client. I don't know what's going on. Feeling sad about that, but you know what? It's all good. We're flying the E-Jets. This aircraft is hella broken, so we'll stay out of the way of the traffic. But anyways, a couple short flights. I think they're each 45 minutes long, and yeah, we're doing a return flight back into Fresno. Let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get things rolling here. First things first, go up to GSX and let's go ahead and start boarding up everybody. Beautiful. Doors are already open. I don't know why these are reopening, but no probs. Let's go ahead and import the SimBrief flight plan here. And we're Skywest 5759, service from Fresno over to LAX. Over to the departure tab here. Runway, I'm not sure. What do we get? 29 right. Conditions are dry outside. We'll do a flaps 2 departure. We'll calculate. Load all that up. Beautiful. Manifest. Send that off with all of our V speeds. Beautiful. Plug in some things. Again, no VATSIM. I don't know what's going on with my client. Come over to the, I think it's the route tab here. KFAT over to KLAX. We are Skywest 5759. Beautiful. Ladies and gents, give me uno momento. Right, I am back. Apologize for that. Alright, I guess not many people used to be streaming on Thursdays again. Don't got many people up here in the chat. All good, though. Send that off, and then we'll, shit, I don't remember the sequence. Is it flight plan request? No. I think we're doing it right. Flight plan received. Beautiful departure. Parting off of runway 29. What did I say? Right? 29 right. And we're going to be on the Yoast 3. It's radar vectors. to our first waypoint. And I'm not going to plug in an arrival currently. Actually, I can plug in the arrival technically. The arrival is going to be the Ernman 2. I won't plug in the approach because I don't want to break the aircraft. But we're going to take it from Muppet. Apply that. At least all of our waypoints are there. Just going to confirm these waypoints. This aircraft is still broken. First waypoint is Natal. Brain, Pond, Tafto, Muppet. Lord, that's a lot of waypoints for an arrival, but I guess that's what it is, right? I believe aircraft are arriving on 25 left or 24 right coming into LAX. But this all looks good. Perf in a tab. What's happening here? Perf in it. Wants me to plug in the arrival. Strange. Takeoff, landing, fuel. Let's have a look at our sim brief information here. 163 of 200. Slap that in. Next page. We're cruising up today to flight level 330, which is already plugged in there, but we'll plug that in anyways. Average wind 003 at 33. Beautiful. Zero fuel weight 27,354. Yep, that's all good. And our fuel 2603, that's all good. Beautiful. Takeoff data set. I think we got to go to page. Now we'll keep it there. Takeoff 2. Takeoff 2 is set. Flex temp is showing 34. And I don't think it's 15 degrees. It always shows 15 degrees. You have to change it. Showing 20. Beautiful. FMS takeoff, page 1, and 292 is our runway heading. That is good. That is good. It's dry, and the winds are 320 at 8. Then we'll come over to this page, takeoff page, and 2640. Wait. 20, 26, 43, 80. 20, 26, 43, 80. Beautiful. Trans out 18,000. 18,000 on our arrival. All of that looks good. I don't think there's anything left for me to do here. But we'll continue setting up the aircraft. A couple things I want to get rid of here. We're going to get rid of all of that stuff. Beautiful. Flight director's coming on. I think. Auto throttle. Doesn't want to come on. Turn that guy on. There's our flight directors. Pardon me. Top altitude. It says assigned by ATC. We're just going to go up to 330. Heading is 292. .292 is set, and there's our speed. 292 is now set, and there's our speed. And we have our altimeter 2992. 2992 is set. I think that's it, ladies and gents. Come upstairs here, and let's get the APU on. Still no word on VNAV. I know they're developing it, but ultimately, nobody knows what's going on with VNAV. That's the messed up part. Nobody really knows. APU should show 100%. Beautiful. Upstairs. Click that. Click that. And electric pump coming on. Beacon light coming on. And I think we're ready to go for a push. Kind of strange that they didn't have... GSX does not have any United operators handling at this scenery. I don't know why. Pretty strange, because United flies a lot of aircraft out of here. Oh, it's Skywest, technically, but... Make sure my knobs are working here. Quickly pull open Navigraph, have a look at our departure here. Climb on heading 292, top altitude assigned by ATC. Maintain ATC assigned altitude, expect clearance while altitude 5 minutes after departure. So we'll take runway heading. We got some mountains off to the left here. I think we're going to kind of vector ourselves on the left side of the airport. The winds are 320 at 8. Obviously some cloud coverage here. It's 20 degrees, altimeter 292. That's basically all that's going on here. Quick edit pushback. And again, first time flying out of Fresno. Holy smokes, that looks like it's really jacked up there. Not sure how to push back here, but I guess we'll just go back here. Thing with Fly2High, I don't mind their scenery. Terminals always look good. Performance is always good. One thing they can definitely work on is the ground textures. You guys can already see the ground textures off to the side of the taxiway there. They almost look like they're just copied and pasted in from like Google Maps or something. So I'm not crazy for their ground textures. I wish that'd be something that they would work on, but they just don't. It's like it's almost like it's a 3D image printed onto the actual scenery itself. Electric pump A is on. Beacon lights on. Beautiful. Let's go ahead. I don't know the start sequence here. Go ahead, spool up engine number 1. Should definitely work on these engine views here. Appreciate everybody tuning in chat as well. Been a while since we've flown the E175. Spool up engine number 2 here.
To open the valve, lift the outside of the buckle. In the event of a sudden drop in cabin pressure, the individual oxygen masks will automatically fall out of the panel above your heads. If this happens, please stay seated and pull the mask firmly to start the flow of oxygen. Please put firmly over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Although the bag does not fill with air, the flow of oxygen occurs automatically. If you are traveling with a child or someone who needs help, put the mask on yourself
Nah. Even though I think the RJ does operate out of here. I think American flies them. Not American. What is it called? Envoy or whatever the hell I call it. I think they go to Phoenix. I like this one. I'll be honest with you. This aircraft had the better flight model. There we go. 2 good engines. APU coming off. Taxi lights. Where are they? Nose and side coming on. Flaps 2. They still haven't fixed the animation of the flaps. That's really disappointing. Alright. Transponder. Let's go ahead and kick it on here. I think we're all good to go here. EPU is off. Taxi lights are on. Everything looks, I guess, okay up here. EPU is shutting down. I don't know what... So this is an updated... It's like the 5th version of this update. Of this build. Version 0.9.34. Pretty sure it's like the 4th or 5th freaking build of it. I don't know what they're doing in the aircraft. But anyways, I don't notice any significant changes with it. Our squad, what's going on, bro? Our squad, something's wrong with my my vPilot client. So we're not on VATSIM right now. Already pushed. Yeah, I started about 20 minutes ago. Started about 20 ago. Open up Navigraph again. Let's have a look at our taxi routing. 29er right. We're gonna go apron, Bravo, hold short of the runway. Pretty straightforward. Parking brake coming off. I don't know. Have you guys ever experienced any weird issues with vPilot? Sometimes I just can't connect, man. I don't know what the frick's going on. I didn't bother re-downloading it, but there's times where I've had to do that. I don't think there's any ATC on at the moment out here, but I think in LAX they're fully staffed. We are making a return back into Fresno. I was on Sim Market Tuesday. Yes, last night I was on Sim Market when I came home from work, and I was like, let me see what new sceneries came out. If any new sceneries came out, let's fly there. That's why I picked this one. Never flew out of Fresno yet, so it's a nice change, you know? Remember, this aircraft doesn't have VNAV, so you gotta be mindful of that. Definitely, bro. 100% agree. 100%. And this aircraft will be the better E-Jets aircraft. Sorry, the better regional aircraft once VNAV comes out. Don't even need VNAV, to be honest with you. Sort of everything works. It's like working like, I would say 70%, you know what I mean? The FMS is still a little bit jacked up. Especially when flying on VATSIM, if you gotta change your rivals or stars and things like that. This aircraft doesn't do any of that, doesn't do any holds. But once it's up and running, I mean, it's gonna be, I don't know, I think it's gonna be a better, more people are probably gonna fly this than the RJ. If you need your... Oh, and don't take it over a mountain. This one? I've taken it over a mountain. I've flown this thing in Alaska, bro. I've flown this thing in Alaska. Let's go ahead. Strobe lights coming on. We'll get these guys on. These runway textures, yeah, this is typical Fly2High runway textures. Again, not crazy for them. But I guess it works, and the price is not super steep. Paid €12 for this. They aren't rated for it. Single engine preferred, doesn't meet CAT regulations. Which one? The RJ or these? These aren't rated for flying over mountains? That's why no Jazz 175 West. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, but I thought, like, doesn't Delta fly these up into... They do. They fly these up into Alaska, if I'm not mistaken. Landing lights coming on. Throttle's going up. Auto brake. RTO.
Takeoff okay.
Takeoff okay. So get flying, ladies and gents. Throttle's going up. The winds are 320 at 8. No gusting today. CAD rule's different. Ah, true.
80 knots.
Check. What the fuck is that? Okay, Fly2High will update that.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
You're going up. And what am I looking for here? Get that bugged in. Heading mode. So flight level change and heading mode bugged in. Beautiful. Nice little rotation there. Laps 1. Laps up. Come upstairs here. Those guys coming off. Direct frame. Start that turn on out. Beautiful. I've always wondered why Jazz doesn't fly these out west, but if that makes, I mean, that makes total sense if they just prefer not to fly them over mountains, you know? Kind of like the RJ. When you're turning out, when you're in nav mode, you gotta kind of cycle the waypoints a couple times to help straighten them out. Otherwise, just kind of like, I don't know, you gotta turn almost and intercept the actual thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they aren't certified to fly over big hills because of single engine performance. That's funny. Beautiful. Autopilot coming on. Everybody back up here. Cool beans. That was decent. Nice little takeoff there. 10,000 feet. Get these guys off. Gonna be a little bit bumpy flying out of here. So what you're saying is they ain't certified. Air Canada or Jazz didn't certify those aircrafts flying over those mountains? But Delta did? Is it not the same engine? Really? Same wing? I had no idea. In which one? In the 175? That's pretty cool. I don't know, something about flying this piece of shit. It feels so good. I don't understand. I don't know how else to put it. It feels so good. The plane in CAD can't. No, I understand off the regulations, but in terms of the actual, I don't know, equipment on the aircraft, is it not the same that, you know, Delta operates? Not wing, engine same. Engine, oh, the engine is the same. What will take over? What's taking over? While I'm doing this, I guess I should start trying to plan my frickin' arrival coming in here. So the arrival coming into Los Angeles, it's like all the waypoints have different altitude heights. USA and CAD dictate different requirements for single engine. Oh, okay. CRJ new flight model best in the sim. I have to disagree with that, man. I think I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Here. Gatto 6,000. So 81 nautical miles ish. We got to start our top of drop. Let me just do some calculations here. Stand by. All right, we're gonna say about 10 miles from Muppet. We're gonna be starting our top of descent, as per my calculations. As per my good old calcs. Your sim CFI approves this message, huh? All right. I'm holding you to it, bro. I'm holding you to it. I guess still no timeline on when it's going to be released. Are you going to be able to announce the release of the flight model update? I'm sure you probably will. I'm sure he'll let you stream it or something, right? And typically, once the streams start coming out, the early streams, typically it's like within the same week. Which would be ideal. And then everybody can start loving the RJ again. Again, Aerosoft will say who gets it again. That's shitty. No word on Marketplace, right? Weren't you saying something in your stream that the flight model update won't come out until Marketplace gets their V2? Kind of hard to believe they still didn't get their V2, man. Like, fucking, you know, release it. And that's not an Aerosoft issue, as per Aerosoft. Once their update is ready to go in all of their stores, they send everything off to Microsoft. And it's just a matter of them updating their stuff to make it compatible. So, the weight is not on Aerosoft. If you guys purchase the Marketplace, it is Microsoft or Sobo, for whatever reason, delaying the release of it. Makes no sense. Fucking release it. I don't get it. Just release it. You know. Pretty sure the aircraft was, somebody was saying, I think the aircraft was first released in Marketplace. Make it make sense, you know? Make it make sense. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Decent out here. Gotta see, where does this aircraft park at LAX? Oh, okay, so probably best we take 25 left coming into LAX just because it's a super short taxi. Let's get that open. Let's get that open. Yeah, a lot of people did. It's such a shame, you know. That was the only place to buy it 5 years ago, yeah. That's probably where most people spent their money. So, I mean, it's too bad that they're no longer accepting, I guess, you know, proof of purchase to get the licensing to buy it from the Aerosoft store. I got lucky. I was able to grab it. I was happy I fucking grabbed it too, because honestly, I wasn't going to send out the email to them to ask for my licensing stuff so I could just, you know, download it from wherever, you know what I mean, SimMarket or the Aerosoft store, but, you know, they responded. I took the chance, they responded. They asked a few questions, I needed to submit a few documents, and it worked out. And then I guess shortly after that, a lot of people were probably requesting the same thing. Shit, are we leveling off? What's the aircraft doing, bro? Oh, I see. So it went into, what is it, 30,000 feet SimCFI, where you go into Mach speed. You're no longer in, what is it, indicated airspeed? Or knots? Kind of weird how it pitched down to... Weird. Damn, that weather looks gnarly down there. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. We'll have an outside view of this aircraft. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Keybind is it? Keybind 8? Okay. Just gotta fix it a little bit. It's a beautiful looking aircraft. I gotta say, I think this livery is the best livery on this aircraft. RJ is 31.6, but it's different for the 175. Have you ever rode jump seat in one of these? Let's say on a flight, either a deadhead somewhere or... And I gotta say, the E2 engines on the E195 look so stupid. Guys, give me 1 sec. I gotta take this phone call. Hold on. Never mind. Didn't go through. You used to roll jump seat in a 320? God damn, bruh. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they allow that too, you know what I mean? Those engines have so many maintenance problems too, but they are powerful. They just look so stupid. You know what I mean? They look like these big hoop earrings just dangling off some ears. Actually, I know one of my customers, he was flying for Canada Jetlines as a captain. He is, I think, over 65 now. He does test flights in the Porter E-Jets out of Pearson. Kind of strange. I didn't, I guess it makes sense. I guess the plane's going for maintenance. I guess if they repair something, you got to test it, right? It's kind of like mechanics. We got to road test our work. But that's what he does. He's like, I get to fly them, 5,000 feet per minute sometimes. I got to stress test these engines. I think he does it in the nighttime as well, when it's less busy. Facts. Holds work now? In what? I thought it was just a flight model update. Flight model update. But that's good. Holds don't work in this aircraft. I wouldn't even know how to do it. I have no idea how to do it. How would you do hold? You would probably click on a waypoint, but if I touch it, I'm going to fuck it up. We're like 50-ish miles, less than 50 miles from top of descent. I'm going to plug in the arrival. Runway 25 left, ILS 25 left. Take it in from... Oh, shit. All these freaking waypoints coming into LAX. I don't understand it. But we'll take it in from... So if we got to be at 6,000 at Gatto, I guess that means we can take it in from Gates. Take it on the Ernman 2 mucked transition. Slap that in. Beautiful. And hopefully our waypoints didn't double. I don't think it did. No, we're good to go. Come over to the radio page here. I'm going to plug in the ILS frequency. 1099. And I'll slap that guy into here. And preview our course. Which would be 251. So we'll set that. We're still in nav. Beautiful. And we're going to be descending, what did I say? 10 miles from Mupt, I think. Give it a go. Telling you it will be a very good A to B plane soon. Best regional sim after update. Of course, man. Flex to a lot of more things. Yeah. That's good. Stress test the shit out of it. And I want to start seeing what your landing rates are. I'm just curious, man. I gotta say. Not that I'm trying to compare or anything, but I want to... You show me some landings and... Fuck, they're so smooth. You know what I mean? And it's not only looking about the... looking at the landing rate. I like to see, your side slip. How many... Because your landings look, for the most part, pretty dead center. And then I try to, fine-tune my ass to do what you're doing, What tools you use for that? That's Geese. That is Geese. I don't know how to pronounce it. Gees, I think. It's free. It's from... There's a payware and there's a freeware. I use the... what's the airplane doing? Okay. I use the freeware from FlightSim TO. 6,000 feet. Give me 1 sec, ladies and gents. Gonna take this call. Sorry about that. One of the techs. Weird, it's still working. He's probably doing a side job or something, but got stuck. Got stuck with something. Our cars, we have. Sorry, I'm on the descent going into. Let me just do a little briefing here. We're on the descent coming into LAX. We're planning the ILS 25 left approach as it's a shorter taxi for us. We're going down to 6,000 feet, and if my calculations are correct, we should be good. Let me go ahead and set my mins here. 304 on the ILS. How do I set mins? This guy? Shit. 304. I don't know why it's not going in increments of 10. There we go. Beautiful. All good there. Come down to the box here and we'll just verify our landing stuff is all fine and dandy. So the 25 left, final approach course 251. Landing temp. By the way, the winds coming to LAX are 270 at 9. Which is not bad. Landing temp is showing 16 degrees. Do a flaps 5 landing, 270 at 9. That's going to be our wind information, and there's our speeds there. Beautiful. Yeah, one of the techs, he's doing, we have Honda Sensing. Sorry, not Honda. Is it called Honda Sensing? I think it's called Honda Sensing. got all these sensors all around the cars, the newer cars. They're like safety features, basically. And sometimes with our cars, when you're programming one of the cameras, the car doesn't like it for whatever reason, and you got to program 2 other cameras and then do like a dynamic road test, which it then needs to calibrate the lanes on the highway. So sometimes, you know, we have issues where we have to do all 3, so he just called me to ask me about that, and I had to take that phone call quickly. Can't leave a man hanging, you know. Some people always give me shit, well, you know, why are you picking up the phone? It's after hours, this and that. I mean, shit like that don't bother me. Anyways, let's focus on what we got to do here. I don't think we're going to hit any mountains coming in here. And we're descending pretty quick here. Hopefully we'll be Gucci. We're on a 3-degree flight path angle. So let me just verify on my star that at these waypoints that we are pretty much... Basically, yes, we are bang on with our waypoints. Or with our altitude restrictions, which I like that. What I do is I fly in the FPA mode. I don't go vertical speed. I use a 3-degree flight path angle. It's typically the angle at which passenger jets descend at. Whatever my cruising alt is, I will take that, subtract whatever altitude I need to be at, and you get a value. Multiply that value by 3. And that number is pretty much your distance which you need to start your descent. So that's how I do it. I've been doing that for a while. It works for me, if that makes sense. I mean, some CFI is probably thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? But it works for me. So we'll leave it at that. And I learned that from V1 Simulation. He taught me that. What is our altimeter? 299.7. Beautiful. Passing 19,000 feet. I'll go ahead and set it. 299.7. Beautiful. Looking good. You guys think I'm going to smash it down in LAX? Did a little practice landings last night with this aircraft. First landing was a solid 264. And then my best one was a minus... Let's see. Does it show it on here? No, I don't think it was that. It was under a minus 100. Go for the butters, you know? We got some speed restrictions coming up at Simon. 250 on that speed, so let's see if the aircraft behaves itself. Lovely. Don't get to fly out here too often. Probably should. We're coming into Anybuild's KLAX. We'll see what the performance is like. Not on VATSIM, so it shouldn't be terrible. Little stutter there. It's okay. Maybe we should have taken this thing across the world. Can you imagine flying this thing in a Paro? Another stutter there, okay. Another stutter there. I don't know what all that's about. Gees. G-E-E-S. See if I can find the link for you, bro. G's landing rate. Get the one from Flight Sim TO. I'm gonna post it right now in the chat. It's not bad. You know, it's good for people like me that want to know. You know what I mean? How smooth are my landings? And then I love being judged. I love being judged. When I smash it down, people don't hold back, and I like that. And yeah, like I said, there's a payware one. You don't need the payware one. I don't even know why they have a payware one, because this one's perfectly fine. Like I said, nice short flights here. As you can see, 27-minute flight time. We are doing the return back into Fresno. Turn, there we go, 250 on the speed, so the aircraft speed is starting to roll back here, so it's meeting the restrictions, which is good. Coming up on 10,000 feet, get those guys on, beautiful. Ding up the cabin, good. Again, I appreciate everybody tuning in today. As we try to get back here with the Tuesday and Thursday live streams. We will be going live again Sunday. So, tomorrow's Good Friday. Not going to be going live tomorrow. Going to be at my mother's house. Sunday is Easter. Kids are going to go to my in-laws. What's going on, Lord Reverend Wade? Can't wait for V1 of the E-Jets. Going to be damn near perfect when finished. Preach, brother. Preach, my brother. Oh, testify. You hear that, SimCFI? Did you hear that? Let's rattle his cage a little bit, because I also prefer the E-Jets over the CRJ. I just like the flight model. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go into... How do I do this? I click that? No. How do I get... I forget how to get out of managed speed mode. I think I gotta hit something. That guy. There we go. Out of managed speed mode. We gotta be at 210 coming up here. Start slowing it back down. 210. He knows my feelings when it comes to the E-Jets. I mean, listen, man, he's talking about the flight model update. I have a good feeling it's going to be good, man. I have a good feeling it's going to be good. Facts, though. He can, technically, yes, SimCFI can say that. All that testing, all that information given to the devs were solely done by SimCFI. Solely done. Alright, so we're gonna, I guess, stay in heading mode here. So I'm gonna go heading mode. And I'm gonna vector myself around shortly. So we gotta be about 5,000 at gate. Actually, it's gonna kind of spin us around there, which is kind of strange there, mate. So we'll go back. We'll actually stay in nav mode. How about that? Stay in nav mode. Oh shit. This is where the E-Jets kind of piss me off. You know what I mean? It starts doing shit when it's not supposed to do shit. What's going on, Mr. Sam Guilford? Welcome. All good, my brother. All good. We're here. Leg 1. We're going down to 5,000 feet. You know, this is where the RJ has us beat. Waypoints like this that aren't totally fixed, I always struggle on arrivals. I don't get it. Departures are perfectly fine. I don't know why the coding is so great for departures, but on arrivals, everything gets messy. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. There's beautiful downtown LAX. We're going to be flying right over top of it. It's always cloudy every time I fly in here. I don't understand why, but... I've been here before. I love LA. Very expensive, though. But it's pretty cool. LA is nice. 6,000 feet. We're capped out at 6,000. Once we get to gate, I think gate puts us out at about, let me do my math here, 13-ish miles on a final. On about a 13, 14-mile final. So we're going to stay in nav mode. We're going to see what this aircraft does here. I don't know what it's going to do, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Downtown LA. Aircraft's doing things. See what I mean? So we're going to go in heading mode. It's slightly broken. Vertical speed 600 feet per minute. That's all we need. Janky as fuck. Hopefully the LNAV patch they are working on fixes it. Is that what they're currently doing? So I haven't really been up to date with what Flight Sim Studios is doing. But, I mean, that would be nice. And we're actually going to extend on this vector here just a little bit. Hence why sometimes I don't fly this aircraft on VATSIM. I remember my first ever flight in the E-Jets on VATSIM. I flew to Atlanta, and that was fucking insane. Highly recommend, if you're flying this aircraft on VATSIM, maybe put some notes in your flight plan or when you file saying that you're flying Flight Sim Studio E-Jets and it's hella broken. From 5,000 feet, we are going to be going down to about 1,900, so we'll say do a nice round number of 3,000 feet. And I'll start vectoring us around. LNAV is being tested internally now, and it'll be released within the V1 update. Good to know, man. I had no idea. Hopefully, exactly. That's a fact. Alright, Loke 2. Change that over. I don't know why it's stuck on showing yellow for Loke 1, whatever. Bugs. Bugs on bugs on bugs. Picked up a subscriber. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Appreciate it. No idea why it doesn't switch to Loke 1. Typically when... I know this is stuck in Loke 1, but when I put it to Loke 2... There we go. All better. FSS, it gets a lot of heat, but man, I enjoy the shit out of the E-Jets. I have more time in these than anything else. I would say the same. I probably have more time in the Phoenix, but you know, with all of the videos I used to do with the E-Jet series, definitely got a lot of time in this aircraft. I'm going to go ahead and arm the approach button here. Oh, you're the new guy, Jfoot. Appreciate you subbing to the channel, man. Welcome to the Flight Sim gaming community. My girlfriend and I went out for dinner at an Italian restaurant. Just got back. All good, man. All good. What'd you eat? Tapping off at 3,000 feet. Looking good. Loke should capture. Shit, I remember the days where whenever you tried to fly an ILS with this aircraft, the localizer was so freaking slippery, I'm telling you, man. There's Loke capturing. Beautiful. And we're going to go flaps 1. I think. There we go. 190 on the speed. Now the Loke capture's so nice. Glide slope's decent. It's not terrible. So Loke is armed. We're waiting for glide slope. We'll maintain 190 for a bit. With the landing rate monitor? Okay. I'll have a look at that. I think this FMS is based on the original 2020 Solo FMS. It is. Knowing how it always connects your arrival and approach. That is annoying. That is annoying. The departures are pretty good. The departures work out nice. No bugs ever on a departure that has waypoints. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like an RNAV departure. What is it called? An RNAV departure? I think it's an RNAV departure. Anyway. But anytime you're loading up flaps 2 and arrival, for whatever reason, the aircraft just doesn't like it. You know what I mean? So I typically, you know, if I'm on a downwind, with left or right downwind, doesn't matter. I try to go into heading mode. 2500 gear coming down. It was a place that does brick oven pizzas. That's good, man. Shit, I don't know. Is it gear down after flaps 3? Can't remember. Go flaps 3. The sky coming on. Let's get everything on. Fuck it. And what's our VAP? I think it's like 120 something. 128? 130. We'll go 135. Well, flaps 4. They can. But it's okay because this aircraft is pretty good at slowing down. And flaps 5. Shit, I think I went flaps. I don't know how many flaps in this thing. 6? There's the, what's that stadium called? Isn't that where the Chargers play? Alright, gear down 3 green. Flaps 5 is set. All of our lights are on, ladies and gents. We are just about ready to land. Coming up on 1,000 feet. Sound's going up. Let's have at it. When V1 drops and the A220 comes out in 10 years, I don't think I'll be anything else. I see a lot of breeze ops. Oh, 100%, man. Me too. And if some E-jets, if some E2 engines drop, buddy, order all day.
1,000.
1,000. My aircraft. My throttles. Oh. It's not bad. Fresno's not bad. It's Fly2High, you know, I'm not crazy for their ground textures, but we're headed back, so we'll have a look. Let's focus on here. It's, for some reason, the yoke feels very twitchy right now. 3 whites, 1 red. 2 whites, 2 red. while since I've flown this bird, so I apologize if I don't look super stable, but, you know, we'll freestyle it.
300. Approaching minimums.
It's just feels gusty.
2 minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
First coming out. Maintain center line. Ah. Ah. The NOS reverser stowed onto the manual braking.
Auto brake.
Low brakes are very twitchy. You guys back upstairs. Gotta check my yoke sensitivities. Very strange. It felt very, like, too sensitive. At least from how I remember. But anyways, we're here. Do a nice little vacate. Gotta open up my charts. I gotta see where we're going. Alright, we're gonna make a right on the hotel. We're going to Bravo. Is that Bravo 5 or 85? We're going to the Sea Gates. There are no Sea Gates. Let's see what happens when I pull this up. Flaps coming up. We'll keep our nose lights on, landing lights coming off. Across 25 right. I really only have the main airports in California. LAX, San Fran, K-San, that's about it. San Jose's good. You should get San Jose. And Fresno, this one was out for a bit. This is the V2 of Fresno. I had no idea that there even was one out, to be completely honest with you. And I'm not a big fan of flying into LAX because performance, somewhere down here, the performance is not great. Kind of near like runway 24. Performance is not great. Gonna turn down Bravo. Take Bravo all the way down to Charlie 6. Hello, what's going on, bro? All good, man. Me too. Because I'll post a broadcast and I'll say I'm coming at this time. And typically it's not at that time. It did start at 7:15, I'm not even gonna lie. Just uploaded a dirty landing. 35 knot crosswind. Check that in a second. Can I show it on stream? Somehow in 2024 any LAX performs a lot better than 2020. It's probably more optimized. That'd be my assumption. 42 minutes on the time there. Going down a little bit further here. Charlie 6. What is the next leg for your world flight? World tour, we're going Nuke over to Keflavik. So we're going into Iceland. Hopefully we'll get some ATC. My plan is to do it tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning. Get out the third leg there before I go to my mom's house for Easter. Or for Good Friday. Technically Easter. And then from Keflavik, we're going into the Faroe Islands. That's going to be freaking spicy. Because it's always crazy landing in the Faroe Islands. Are you guys enjoying the world tour? The videos aren't hitting like they used to. And I'm not surprised, you know what I mean? Because I haven't really been doing videos, so the algorithm is just not there. But I think it's fun, you know? Start slowing her down here. I forget which gate we're going to. You liking it? Good, man. That's all that matters. Like I said, it's different. I think we're going right here. We just stopped. Starting from Toronto. So I'm flying Air Canada jets. I'm doing a 73 leg world tour. All payware scenery for the most part, except for a few coming across back over the Pacific. Couple airports that aren't out yet that I'm hoping will be released by the time I get there. But yeah, we started in Toronto and we're, you know, trying to aim for anywhere between an hour and 3 hour flights. It's gonna be cool. Make sure I park this beast. I think this is the gate that I'm going to. I'm not seeing my no guy there to let me know. APU's on, park and brake is on. Let's go ahead and start shutting down these engines. Request deboarding. Beacon light coming off. We'll turn this guy off. Beautiful. Fasten seatbelt lights coming off. Electric pump 8 coming off. And I don't think there's anything else. I guess the dome light. We'll turn that guy on. Over to ground here. I don't know why it's opening up all this shit. E-jets are weird, man. You got a GSX, just doesn't work nice, at least not for me. You gotta open up all the doors, just so it stops yapping at you, and then you close them. Oh man, the doors are tripping out again. The doors are opening and closing. This is one of the problems I have with GSX. Enable GSX support. I'm going to turn that off. Oh, this is not going to do this. Let's go ahead and hold on. Give me 1 sec, ladies and gents. I'll read the chat in a second. Feel free to show them. It's in your gen. Okay, we'll do. We'll do. What FPM was your last landing when I wasn't there? Which one? Which video? You going to Aussie land? What's Aussie land? Australia? Definitely going to Australia. Post some shorts of some funny things that happen or some landings. We could definitely do that. What the fuck is going on with GSX right now in the fucking doors? Anyway, look at that. All the doors are open. We got our cargo door that's just losing its mind right now. No worries. We'll go ahead and lower the sounds. The one you just landed, I think it was 208. 208. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the deboarding. We're going to load up, I guess, flight number 2 while our cargo door is just having a shit on us. Give me maybe another 5-10 minutes and we should be headed back out, ladies and gents. I'll put some tunes on for you guys while y'all are waiting. Yeah, we're going in Australia. Gotta go up to Sydney. I don't know where else in Australia we're going. I know we're coming in, I think Alice Springs. I know we come in from Indonesia, and we go into Alice Springs. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to let the dog go do its business outside. I'll pick up the business later, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful. All right, I think we're good to go here. Oh, look at that. Picked up another sub. Whoever that was, thank you very much. Don't worry, I'll make the second leg worth it. It looks dark out here, man, and it's like 5 p.m. Anyway, bit details. Let's see if we don't break the aircraft. R squad, what's going on, bro? Add up the new flight, and we are Skywest 5591 LAX back to Fresno. Send that off. Beautiful. Check that off. Departure. I think we're planning 24 left, if I'm not mistaken. But let's have a look at some stuff here, because I don't think we want to taxi all the way to 24 left. Or do we have to taxi all the way to 24 left? You know what? I guess we will. I guess we will, just because. You know what I mean? We got time, right? It's Thursday evening. Let's try. There's our wins. Calculate. Load that up. Manifest. Send that off. And ladies and gents, if you guys are active E-Jets frequent flyers, and if I'm doing something wrong, please let me know. Please let me know. Root tab, and we're going to delete all of that. Beautiful. KLAX. Back to Fresno. KFAT. Fresno Air Terminal. And we are Skywest 5591. And I'm going to open up some CFI's landing in a second here. Again, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We got 10 current viewers. We got 8 likes on the day. If you guys have a spare like available, if you don't mind, kindly smash down that thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate that. We're on the Lady J off of 24 left. So 24 left, Lady J with the Castro Trans arriving. Stand by. Go into 330 at 6, so 29er left. Is there an ILS for it? Is there an ILS for it? There isn't, so we're going to go 29er right instead. Plan 29er right. The ILS. We'll do the Yankee. Take it in from Sango. Are we on the Alta 9? We are not on the Alta 9. What does that look like? Why didn't Simbrief give us the Alta 9 coming in? Technically, we can take it. Technically, we can take it. Plug that in. Apply that. Flight plan. Lady J. Let's have a look at some stuff here. First waypoint is Fabra. Del Rey. Sorry, it's Del Rey, not Fabra. Love these waypoints. Beautiful. All set. All set. Beautiful. Perf in it. 163 at 200. Set that off. Beautiful. Today we're cruising up to 31,000 feet. The average wind's 359 to 6. Just going to fly through this. Invalid entry. What did I screw up? Beautiful. Zero freeway. 27,354. That's all great. Gross weight's looking good. Total fuel's looking good. Takeoff data set. Come back over here. Takeoff 2. Flex of 34 at 16 degrees. Takeoff 2. Flex of 34 and it's 16 degrees. Enter that. Flex is on. Flex is 34. Enter. FMS takeoff. Page 1. $251. Sorry, I'm gonna read chat in a second here. 270 at 9 is the wins. I don't think I did this yet, right? I don't think I did. Request boarding. Nope. It's dry, all that's good. And there's our V speeds. We're gonna do 20, 27, 43, 80. 20, 27, 43, 80. Beautiful. Just like that, we're all set, ready to rock and roll, friends. Flight directors. On. We'll flip this guy over. Runway heading is already set. Climb and maintain 8,000 is our top altitude. And seatbelt lights coming on. And I think we're good. Again with these doors. Again with these doors. No problem. The dirty was Insta uploading standby. Did our door calm down? Our door didn't calm down, bro. Something wrong with E-Jet's doors. It's something they can't fix. Ever. I've always had this issue with their doors. It doesn't matter if it was in the E190, if it was in a freaking E170. Alright, let me open up the Discord, sorry. Minus 143. Is that a video? Damn, bro. This is a video? That's the video. Not gonna lie, hearing a lot of bugs in this stream. Tons of bugs, man. We need the exterminator out here. By the way, that was me landing on VATSIM the other day. No, I'm just kidding. Beautiful landing, bro. This one said 15 feet per minute. Okay, look at this crosswind landing. Butter. Fucking butter. So I'll have a look at it one more time. Can I make it bigger? Oh, that was a butter. Wind 35 knots from the right at 90. Damn. That was a butter, man. Good shit, good shit. I mean, it's always fun to have a landing rate. You know what I mean? Just to see kind of what you're doing. That's what she said? That's funny. Great landings, bro. And then what you can do is, the reason why I use geese, I think it looks nice once it touches down and stuff. I used to use landing rate monitor, and it just became super buggy. 35 out of 90 is the max RJ limit. Is that gusting, or is that just straight 35 knots? Also, can you hurry up and go fly in one of these sexy E-Jets and hopefully, you know, work your way in as a beta tester for Flight Sim Studios? Cargo door is tripping right now. You know? It's tripping right now. I don't know how to fix it. It's very intermittent, this issue. But it should calm down once all the baggage stuff is done. Typically, I don't integrate GSX with the aircraft. You can turn that off in the EFB. I usually keep that off. Is sim it was G10, gusting 10, but gust doesn't factor? Okay. And we're still waiting to open exit 4. I've already opened exit 4. I'm not going to open it up anymore. Yeah, I noticed with this scenery, while we're loading up here, I don't know where it is in the scenery that my performance just takes a shit. It might be looking at, like, these buildings or something. It's usually when I'm on this side of the airport. By the way, I remember I was waiting for... So when I came to LAX... Or so when I came to Los Angeles, I drove down here from Toronto. It's a 38-hour drive. And I was waiting for my girlfriend and my daughter to come. I flew them out because my daughter was 16 months old at the time, and I wasn't sure if, you know, she was going to be able to drive for 38 hours. I don't know what parking garage I was at. I don't feel like it was this one. I was somewhere watching the planes coming into land. for like 3 hours. Can't remember where it was. It was so sick. And then, yeah, basically, like, you come in here. This is where you come in and you go to the terminal and stuff. And crazy freaking busy, bro. I regret buying the Imagine Sim Dallas-Fort Worth. Yeah, I didn't buy it yet. I didn't buy it. I don't think I'm going to buy it. I watched Owls' stream. Fucking airport looks like shit. Are you going to try the Passenger 727? I am not. No. I am not. Even though I'm having fun with the E-Jets, I'm no longer supporting Flight Sim Studios aircrafts until this aircraft is ready to go. Until this aircraft has VNAV, until my cargo door stops flapping its gums at me. Are we done boarding? Not sure. Should be done boarding. Baggage loading in progress. Did he just cut underneath the belly of the aircraft? It's funny. Also, the Imagine Sim Dallas-Fort Worth is the most expensive add-on in the sim currently. I think we're done boarding up. I'm going to shut everything up here. And can I request prepare for Bush? Waiting for boarding to complete. I thought it was done. I don't think they're boarding anymore. I know it says GSX Pro is outdated. I don't know. Ain't no way we're still boarding up. There's nobody here. Alright, we're just gonna do this. I need this guy to chill out. Stay. Stay. Okay, I think we're good. Jesus. Alright, we're good though. We're always good. Captain Jack, what's going on, buddy? Hey, thank you for checking into my stream last night. No worries, man. I seen you live. I just got home from work. And I was chillaxing on the couch. And the first thing I do is I pop open YouTube, see if any of my Flight Sim buddies are online. You know, pop in, say hello, drop a like. Appreciate you shouting me out in the streams, man. It's very kind of you. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Bring that back. What's my trim? 3.5. Set that. Looking good, ladies and gents. Looking good. Hope all is well with you, Captain Jack. Anyway, waiting for GSX to do GSX things. Pop open Navigraph, have a look at our departure here. We're on the Lady J. Beautiful departure over the ocean, crossing over top. Probably Santa Monica's up here somewhere, I don't know where. Up to Castro. The winds are 270 at 9. Few clouds at 2400. Overcast at 7000. Altimeter 299er7. All that's set up. Beautiful. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. Some kind words from you. Everybody go shout out Captain Jack over on his channel. One hell of a guy, man. Guy's always rocking it out, you know? Quick edit pushback. And let's get the hell out of here. We're not flying on VATSIM. I was having issues with my vPilot client prior to coming online here, so I'm not going to bother setting it up. Hopefully on Sunday we'll have something. I'm sure it's just a matter of me having to delete and re-download.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes coming on.
Commencing push.
Off, I mean.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Engine number uno. Let's get it spooled up here.
Cabin crew, doors on flight and cross-check.
We need a nice Boris sound pack for this aircraft, you know?
We now ask for your full attention as the cabin crew demonstrates the safety features of this aircraft. Please do not use headphones during the demonstration. This aircraft is equipped with 4 main emergency exits. Each of them will...
Does the RJ do that? SimCFI, you got 4-lane emergency
Please
exits?
set parking brakes. Unlocking gear.
Probably doesn't. Probably doesn't. That's why this is the better aircraft. What is all that noise? Sounds like the reversers are out and the aircraft's slowing down. What the fuck is that? Oh boy. We're doomed. We're doomed. Literally sounded like the aircraft touched down and was slowing down on the runway.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, that's 2 good engines. EPU coming off. Taxi lights coming on. Get the logo light on as well. Flaps 2. Auto throttle coming on, yeah? And let's have a look at our taxi routing here. So we're over here. Terminal 8. We're at the Charlie Gates, I think. We're going to go apron Charlie Kilo Echo. Hold short of 2-4 left. And I'm just going to confirm it is 2-4 left. And it is 2-4 left. Never a dull moment with Flight Sim Gaming. Never. And you know what? That's what makes me different. You know? That's what makes me different. Alright, parking brake coming off. Let's get flying. It's not a Flight Sim Gaming live stream without something going on in the background, you know? Should have probably checked my yoke sensitivities before we pulled out, because it felt really light. It's a little bumpy coming out here, yeah. It's a little bumpy, yeah. Typical LA traffic, or driving, I guess you can call it. Roadways. LA roadways. Shit, we were out here, man. We stayed in Anaheim. Anaheim's not that far from LA. But any time of the day, it didn't matter with the time. Any time during the day that you needed to get out into LA from Anaheim, it was like hour and a half fucking standstill parking lot on the freaking highway coming into LA. Crazy. Not much traffic coming into Anaheim. Going into LA was nuts. Don't understand it. Worse than freaking Toronto. But I love LA. We went up to San Francisco. We stayed in a haunted hotel. It's kind of funny. The trip to San Fran was relatively short. Basically, we wanted to go up there and kind of, you know, sightsee and stuff. We had, obviously, my daughter at the time. So not much you can do. But, didn't know the hotel was haunted. Okay, so I had picked a hotel. Spent a little bit of money, you know what I mean? It wasn't cheap. It was like $600 US a night. And I was like, you know what? We're in LA, let's go up to San Fran, stay in a nice place, eat some good food, whatever. We get to the hotel, right? And my girlfriend at the time, she's pregnant with my son. She's tripping out because in California, they post those poisonous, I guess, warning signs everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in a building, in a rental car. All of these warning signs are out there saying, you know, this area, like this thing has, you know, could have poison in it, or it could be cancerous, or this and that. Anyway, she was freaking out from that because the hotel had the stickers all over the place. And then the hotel itself looked really creepy. It was definitely like something from the 1800s. Don't ask me, you know, I just thought it was a nice spot. And then my girlfriend started seeing videos of people saying how this hotel was haunted. And it was very strange, you know what I mean? Like, the toilet was up on a throne, which is weird, in the bathroom. And then all of a sudden, the lights just were doing its own thing. Like, the bedroom, like the actual hotel room lights were doing its thing. Turning off, turning on. And that freaked us out, so we just left. We went to Oakland instead. Said, fuck that. That was our San Fran trip. We went, we did, like, the Full House. They wanted to see, you know, my sister was with us, so they wanted to see the house, and we did, we went to a pier where they have, there's like music and places you can eat, stuff like that. But I gotta say, San Francisco, there's a lot of homeless people in downtown San Francisco, which is really sad. I didn't realize how there was so much homeless people out there. I think Toronto's bad. San Francisco's pretty bad. On top of that, every corner, every street corner for the most part in San Francisco, somebody's shooting up heroin or doing crack or something. But it was fun, you know. The hotel thing was pretty jokes. What a waste of money, too. Waste of money. Whatever. Live and you learn, right? That's why we go to Florida instead. Alright, we're looking for Echo. Should be our second right. Let's get past the terminal here. And again, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Another short flight back up to Fresno. I think another 39 minutes or 40 minutes. Live stream's been going on an hour and 48 minutes so far. Alright, I think this is Kilo. I think after Kilo it's Echo. I think this is Echo here. I don't think we have to go all the way down. We could probably get away with Echo 8. Yeah, I used to have issues this part of the terminal. Like, looking at it, my performance used to go down to like 18. But it looks like it's been fixed. It's Echo 8 here. We're going to make a left onto Echo 8, get onto the runway, part on out, get back into Fresno. Like I said, I think the majority of the traffic at Fresno, I said at the beginning of the stream, I believe it's all Skywest. I think they're the main passenger transportation out there when it comes to airlines. Alright, strobe lights coming on, inspection lights coming on. Let's get on the runway here, mate. This is the E-Jets, FlightSim Studio E-Jets E175. Brakes are hella sensitive, alright. Beautiful. Landing lights coming on, we're all lit up. Throttle's going up 40%. You all know the drill. Let's get going, friends. Toga. Jack.
Good one. Rotate.
Positive rate. You're up. Go flight level change. And I'm not going to fly that waypoint, because I'm pretty sure we're just going straight, but that's just typical E-Jets. FMS problems. Beautiful. Start pitching down for climb. I'm not worrying about the flight director. Laps 1. Laps 2. I think we're going 31,000 feet. Indeed we are. Wings and cowls coming on. And we'll start this beautiful turn here. This plane has one of the best flight models, in my opinion, in the sim. I flew on an E190 from Jacksonville to DCA with JetBlue, and it was like stepping into like an 05 JetBlue's E190. Are really outdated. Sorry, I read that all messed up there. Nice little itty-bitty breakout. I love it. Autopilot coming on. Also, this aircraft has one of the smoothest autopilot, I guess, transitions. You hit the button, and there's no crazy jerking of the aircraft. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. We're through 10, so that means we're going to go ahead and shut our lights off here. Can't wait for the 220 to come out so I can do some Air Canada and JetBlue ops. Yeah. Yeah, when the 220 comes out, I'm definitely going to be getting some real-world JetBlue SOPs. 100%. 100%. Got a buddy that flies them. He's a captain for JetBlue in the 220. Operating out of JFK. Actually, he asked me, because the 7.4 sim thing is going to be a little bit now, because the company, can't really say who it is, their simulator is pretty much running 24 hours a day now. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to go out, which is disappointing. But he asked me to come out with him to Burbank. He was flying out to Burbank. He was doing, I think it's in May, he's doing Buffalo to LA, LA to Burbank. So I'm undecided if I want to go. I don't know if I can. But, yeah, man. Definitely going to get some real-world JetBlue SOPs, and that'll probably be the only time you'll see me do any real-world SOPs on the channel. I just hope, you know, the hype of the A220 isn't going to piss me off. Like, you know, once it comes out, I hope the hype was actually worth the wait. I was reading some comments on FS Elite. I guess Bluebird had posted some information about their aircraft being flyable at the expo this year. And I'm going to be honest with you. I agree with some of the people that were commenting, but I'm kind of sick of, you know, I guess hearing about Bluebird and their 757. I mean, just at this rate, it is faster to build the real-world aircraft than it is for them to develop one for the sim. You know what I mean? It's taking so long. I don't understand why it's taking so long. I'm kind of losing hope for it, you know what I mean? Like, now I'm just like, we keep talking about it. Nothing's coming out. I get it. They want it to be perfect, whatever. I get it. But it's been 4 years, man. How long is it going to take to build that aircraft for the sim? You know what I mean? It's just my opinion on it. It shouldn't take this long, man. Get the aircraft out. Let's get it going. Let me guess. Does we work? No, he doesn't work for Atlas. No. Landing in, that's Newark, right? No, he doesn't work for Atlas. He used to work for Atlas. He flies for JetBlue. Oh, you're asking about the 7.4 sim in Miami. Is that what you're asking about? Amen, brother. I'm tired of his updates too. Regurgitating the same old crap. Bro. I get it. Like I said, I get it. You want it to be perfect. You want it to be the next best thing. Whatever. But no offense. No offense. You're moving slower than the actual real-world process to build the fucking aircraft. You know what I mean? Just get the shit out, man. You know, we're going to wait all of this time. It's going to come out in 2026. Microsoft Flight Sim 2026, okay? It's going to come out for 2026. It's going to be 6 years of them building the aircraft. We're going to get in the aircraft. There's going to be bugs. People are going to be pissed. Just get the aircraft out. Develop the aircraft, you know, to the point where it's able to fly. And just work on it as we go. Don't continue to post updates of this, that, and the other. You know, I don't really give a shit to fly the aircraft at the Flight Sim Expo, to be honest with you. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my take on it. But it's just getting disappointing. Anyway. That's why we got products like the Flight Sim Studio E-Jets and 727 jets, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like Majestic's freaking Q400 is going to come out before Bluebird 757. And Majestic stopped development of the aircraft because they need a 3D modeler or something like that. They need somebody to actually build the actual model of it. So, anyway, let me start calculating some numbers. I don't know. The A220, I hope it's not going to be another one of those, you know, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I mean, we could finally say in in the sim world now, some great stuff's coming out. Sorry, I just got to look at my waypoints here. Some great stuff's coming out. I bet we will see the Bluebird 757 by 2027. I bet you we'll see the Bluebird 757 by 2757 at this rate. There's no way it's going to be done by the end of this year. No, man. No, man. I don't think so. Same with the VNAV for the E-Jets. I don't think it's coming out. Almost at cruising altitude here. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at my calculations here. 52 miles from Castro, and then from Castro to the Thule VOR is another 30 miles, and then from there to Alta it's another 41. We got to descend at about 85 miles before the approach. So Stormy, you got to be at 1,800 feet. So if I'm going to guess, we'll do 20 miles from Castro, start descending. So relatively soon. Watch Bluebird say we won't post a release date until we feel the airplane is a release state or some type of shit. That's pretty much it. Post a release, I mean, or give us, I mean, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm so sick and tired of release dates. Right? Nobody, you know, oh shit, what's the aircraft doing? You know, Phoenix and PMDG are pretty good with release dates. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go 20 miles from Castro, so which means I can start setting up our landing information. Currently in Fresno, the winds are 360 at 6. Runway heading is going to be 292. Get that in there. It is 19 degrees. A little bit warmer than LA. Laps 5 landing. 360 at 6. Set that. Beautiful. Final approach course 292. And And last but not least, our minimums 533. We'll turn this guy back on. Beauty. Descending in about 17 nautical miles. You doing a return? I'm currently doing the return, our squad. All good, man. We're currently on our way back to Fresno. People stopped posting. Phoenix stopped posting release dates because people were being toxic on their Discord servers. No need to be toxic with Phoenix, man. Phoenix is doing a great job. But release dates don't work. They never work because... I don't know. You know, it's just... They never work. There's no point in posting them. Give us a time frame. I mean, not even... I guess time frames don't work either. I don't know. But all we have from Bluebird is we know that they're making a 757 and a 767. Apparently it's going to be high fidelity, and that's it. And I think Boris is working on their sounds. That's it. That's all we know. I want to do one of those realistic flight videos. Those videos do good. Which videos are you talking about? It comes when it comes, that's all. True. But I mean, I'll be honest, I'm becoming unmotivated with, you know, caring about their stuff at the moment. You know what I mean? Somebody else, I think, is going to beat them. Phoenix is going to, or PMDG is going to do a surprise drop of a 757 or 67. Five miles, I think we're going to be dropping down. We're going to go down to... Did I say we were going down to 2,900 feet? $3,000 feet. FPA, let's go. Start our descent already. Sick. Nice looking livery. It's like a full flight, but cut up of different views and had realistic sounds and everything. Oh, okay. Kind of like what, there's a couple people on YouTube that do stuff like that. PMDG, I bet, will probably make a 767 for 24 at some point. They did say they wanted to work on other projects besides the 74 and 777. Maybe they'll tap into the Airbus world. Who knows? Alright, we're on the descent coming in. And planning for the ILS 29er right approach. Ooh, one thing I didn't do. 11.3. Come down radio 111.3. Set that. Awesome.
We have just started our descent. Please stay seated. Our onboard service will soon walk through the cabin to collect unnecessary waste.
Did PMDG say which variant of the 7.4 they were making? And the 200ER might be coming out, I think, next week. So I've heard. I'm probably going to buy it. Not even going to lie. Try to do an exchange for the A350. Should probably get in some A350 flights too. I should stop hiding from it. I don't know how I'm going to do a flight with that aircraft, considering all the flights are long, but I mean, realistically, we can do... The shortest flights, I think, are probably in Japan. Just got me the delivery for the Allegiant PMDG 737. I think they got only one aircraft of the B-73, right? I think the 200 and the 400, so they're making a classic. Ugh. Crazy for it, but 400 should have pretty much modern cockpit, right? Atlanta to Detroit, Delta does it, I think. In the 350? You have the 350 SimCFI? That's not a long flight. I was looking at... Anytime I'm looking at doing 350 flights, it's always like in the Middle East with Qatar Airways. You do a lot of short flights with that. You can go into Saudi, you can go into Iraq, sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know in Japan there's a lot of short flights you can do in 350. Alright, our squad, appreciate you, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy. You should stream it, bro. Mix it up, you know, RJ pilot, and then fly in the captain seat. Throw a big ass curveball at your whole community. That'd be funny. Yeah, apparently the 350 got updated. I definitely should check that out. Maybe on Sunday. Maybe we'll do something on Sunday. You're saying Atlanta to Detroit. Might be onto something. We could probably do 2 legs. Because that's probably, what, 2.5 hours maybe? If that. True, true. That is true, SimCFI. There's not much to do, too. It's not super hands-on. Is it? I'm sure everybody's going to be doing that Singapore to JFK flight. If they haven't already done it. I think Captain Canada was, if I recall, made a point to do that flight when he hit 80,000 subs. That'd be pretty cool to see. True, true. Passing through 20. Hopefully I calculated this top of descent correctly. Picked up another sub. Appreciate you. Whoever that was, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the Flight Sim Gaming community, where we fly the better regional jet. Just want to emphasize the word better. Kidding. Alan, hello from Polk, Harrowsworth, England. Hello, mate. What time is it over there? It's got to be like 2 in the morning. Appreciate you stopping in, Alan. Alan Hart. Is it Alan or Alan? Thank you, man. Hope you're having a good one. Happy Easter to you if you celebrate. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. We're descending into Fresno at the moment. Checking out Fly2High's V2 update of this scenery. 185 bugs, bro. 185 bugs. It's 228. Wow. What are you working or something? Or you just woke up at 2 in the morning, you're like, oh, played some gaming? No, I'm just kidding. Appreciate you stopping in, man. That's pretty late. You could do what is that? Orlando to Melbourne with that airplane, or Toronto to Sydney. Which one? Past we're through 18,000 feet. Let's get our Fresno altimeter. What do we have? 299 299 is in. You fly what you like. You do you. But if you pick the E175, I'll get your almond milk and honey cappuccino ready. Oh, buddy, I'm busting your chops, man. Honestly speaking, the RJ is going to be better. It's going to be the best regional jet for sure. I'm not, you know what? I troll when I say that this aircraft is anything better than anything, because it's definitely not. You know what I mean? The only thing that this aircraft gives me is, it gives me joy, because the flight model, I think, is fantastic. Other than that, everything sucks. But I enjoy flying it. I enjoy flying this one because my channel pretty much kind of blew up because of it. Nobody was flying it. Having issues with my FS install. It stalls and freezes at 29%. I restarted my machine, polished my stiff rod of peen, but to no joy. It sucks. Stuck at 29%. That could be a current issue. Which sim are you trying to install? 24 or 20? Oh, the ULR? Bro, I drink my espressos black, bro. 175 is cool, but the FSS one in the sim is garbage. 100%. 100%. It has so much potential. It's got a great look to it. I think the 3D model of it looks nice. But you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Trying to install 2024. I don't know if they're currently having any bugs and issues with the install. I wouldn't be surprised though if there are current bugs with the installation right now for that sim. A lot of people are staying away from 2024 just because it's super buggy, you know. That kind of sucks, man. I know that feeling. When 2024 came out, I remember trying to download the sim, and it just wasn't taking the download. It was stuck at, I think, 7%. It stayed there for like 6 hours. FS support team says the best way forward is to unplug my gape horn and see if that works next to the fan jam. I don't think they know what they're talking about over there. I don't think it's a computer issue. I think it's definitely a sim issue. If I had to put my pennies, if I had to put all my pennies in a basket, I'm betting it's an issue with the sim or the server rather than your computer. If you're trying to download 2024, I would imagine you probably have a pretty good PC to do that. But I hope it works out for you, man. I'd stick to 2020 though. Picked up another sub. How many subs is that? I think that's 8 subs on this live stream. I appreciate every single one of you legends. We're closing in on 1,900 subs, which means we're closing in on 2,000 subs. We're not too far away. In 2,000 subs, we'll probably be doing another big giveaway. I shouldn't say probably. We're 100% doing that. Gotta celebrate 2,000 subs, and I think I'm coming up on 200 videos on the channel too. I think this is video 199. And I think Saturday's upload of my world tour is going to be upload number 200. $10,000 feet. Click those guys on. Looking good, looking good. Looks like we're about 40-ish plus miles away from the airport. It's very cloudy coming in. The wind's currently 360 at 6, scattered clouds at 4,700 feet, broken at 8,000, overcast at 13,000. That is what's happening in Fresno. CODman100, what's going on? CODman100, do you play Call of Duty with that name? What server are you flying right now, my guy? I'm on a Series S at the moment. It's running quite well. If I'm flying my streamed aircraft from 2020, just sub to you. All the best with your channel, man. Hey, COD, man. I appreciate you, man. If you play Call of Duty, I don't know what COD, man, means, but if you play Call of Duty, hit me up in the Discord. I play some Zone. What server are you flying right now? I don't know what that means, what server. Probably the USA Eastern server, if that's what you're asking. And obviously PC. I won't be able to SimCFI. I won't be able to. Kids are upstairs. They're getting a little bit antsy. I'm going to have to run up there. If you're going to stream it, though, let me know. I missed your live stream yesterday, man. I don't know what happened. I didn't get a notification. I apologize for that. But I wouldn't be able to, unfortunately. Tomorrow, though, so we're doing Easter at my mom's. I don't know what your plans are. I don't know if you're flying or if you're flying IRL or not, but I don't have anything planned in the evening time. If you're going live, I'm gonna join you on that flight. Yeah, I know. You keep saying you want to fly the new flight model. Get the speed down to 210 here. We'll just cruise a little bit. I guess the real question is, how would they know if you're flying the real flight model or not? Tomorrow DCA turn at 6. What time do you depart? You depart at 6 or you're coming back at 6? Let me know, because I'll be in the area, man. I'll go down, I'll run down to the freaking airport. Beautiful Fresno, California. The sim looks way better now that I don't have freaking Rex AccuSeason installed. I should probably start leveling this off a little bit because we're coming down a little bit too quick here. We're going to go vertical speed. 700 feet per minute sounds good. 620, okay, so 6:20 a.m. or p.m.? Because if you're making me go down there at 6:20 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. Departing at 6:20. Typically, you guys are, what, an hour late, usually? I could probably catch you on the departure. That might be something. Alright, where are we at here? We are 9 miles. We're about 30 miles out, so I guess we descended a little bit too early. PM? Wouldn't be able to come. No. I'm going to be at my mom's for Good Friday. Doing a little something at my mom's. I'd love to. We'll just, you know, give me one of your uniforms, man. I'll just come out there, man. Like, could you imagine? I put on one of those fucking uniforms. Pretend I'm a pilot. Let me ask you, what's the process before you fly? Do you have to, like, obviously you got to check in and stuff before you get into the airplane, but does your license get looked at or anything like that? Do they know who you are? Like, how do you just get to the airplane? Good stuff. Good stuff. What the hell are we doing here? Actually, we're good. What am I saying? Oh, bless. We're good. There's leveling off at 3,000. We're, like I said, we've descended a little too soon. But it's all good. You know, we'll make it work. Park, take train over to download flight plan on train, do security and customs. We all have key cards to access the gates. Sounds very, very secure. But they don't look for licenses and things like that. Nobody's checking that, right? Well, basically, I can just come up there. I can pretend I'm you. And basically work my way onto the aircraft. And then I'll just use my flight sim experience. Tend to fly DCA. I could do that. I'm talking nonsense right now. Ah, ramp check, okay. And who checks that? There must be some, like, your higher-ups from your company there or something. Oh, shit. It's fingerprint. Oh, obviously, I mean, makes sense. It's an airport. That's pretty crazy. We have fingerprints at work, too. Believe it or not. We got this little box. We got to scan our thumb. They will get you in 25 seconds. Damn, bruh. Alright, I don't know where the airport is. It's actually directly in front of us. There we go. We're about 15 miles out, cruising at about 3,000. And we're going to go to VL Loke 1. Oh. Get my yoke there. Try to make this one a better landing. What runway are we coming on? 29 right. Yeah, we're pretty much lined up with it. Beauty. TSA also does pilot license checks here in the United States, so you wouldn't even be able to make it onto the airplane. Yeah, I've always wondered, like, what are the security precautions with that? Wasn't there a guy for Horizon? Wasn't he like a ramp worker? Stole a Q400 and just dove it into the ground or a mountain? Out of Seattle or something like that? I thought I heard something like that. Alright, I'm going to arm the approach. Beautiful. About 12 miles out. Sim looks nice right now, I'm not gonna lie. Got the sun setting off there to the west. Made it. Just about to land, buddy. Let's go flaps 1. 190 on the speed. Let's get comfortable here. Going for a butter. We're about 10 miles out. We're going to flip all of our lights on here. Get all lit up. Beautiful. There's glide slope. Aircraft pitches down real quick. They got to fix that. Hate seeing shit like that. 2500 checked. Laps 2. Speed 170. Try to butter this one. As you can see, the photogrammetry kind of sucks out here. Definitely looks like images in the ground rather than actual buildings and stuff. You know what I mean? You're coming down, flaps 3. Clear at 20 feet, I predict. Minus 167. 130 plus 5 again, so 135. Flaps 4. Flaps 5. You're down 3 green. Flaps 5 indicated about 1,000 feet from the runway.
1,000.
Enjoy the arrival, ladies and gents. Catch y'all on the ground. Let's see what I can do here. My aircraft.
Autopilot.
My throttles.
Autopilot.
Getting blown away here. What the fuck?
500. 400. 300. Approaching minimums.
Losing a little bit of speed here. It's not speeding up. We're still good. We're still stable.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Jesus. Jesus. Burst out. Oh my god. That's terrible. 80 knots, reverser stowed. Disgusting. Gotta say, the sensitivities definitely feel different in this aircraft currently.
Auto brake.
For me. Something for me to work on definitely for the next flight. Not stable, not happy. What the hell is this? What the fuck is that? On the runway. Anyway, all the way to the end. The definitely the pitching feels very sensitive. Super sloppy. Not bad. I mean, yeah, not bad, but definitely not to my standards, man. I'm not a perfectionist, but I like to show quality landings and departures, you know what I mean? So I'm not too happy. And the brakes just... It's kind of funny. A lot of people have this issue with the brakes with the PMDG aircrafts. I don't have it with that aircraft. I get it with this aircraft all the time. Under 300 feet per minute is fine. Training captain will call you on side-loaded landing. Yeah, it looked messy. Alright, flaps coming up. We're going to cross 29 left and over to the gate. I forget which gate we parked at. I think it was gate 3? Was it gate 3 that I was at? Can't remember. Definitely wasn't a gate. We'll park at 5. What's a side-loaded landing? Park and brake sticking again. What the fuck? What cloud add-on is that? This is not a cloud add-on. This is the sim. This is just the sim, buddy. No filters or anything. Halal with the $2 dono. Hey, bro. Appreciate you, man. I definitely didn't work for that $2 dono, but I appreciate you, bro. Much love. Everybody, W's in the chat for Talal. With the $2 dono. My man. Nose was right on landing. No left rudder and yoke input for wind, so gear will have a drift side load when it touches. Okay. Nose was okay. I'll view that landing and see what the hell I was doing. I know I can land better. I can land this aircraft better than I did tonight. 100%. That was a nice landing? No. I appreciate it, but what do I have here? Minus 243. I can go under 100 feet per minute in this aircraft. 1.78 right side slip. I know I can do way better. I've done way better many times with this aircraft, you know, but it's just not my night tonight, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of flight simmer, you know, I fly a lot of different aircraft, and if I'm so used to flying one specific aircraft for so long and I don't fly the other aircraft, I gotta get a couple reps in before I get comfortable with it. That's why it rocked after landing. It's all good though. That's just why it did that weird gear sync on one side. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I noticed that a lot with this aircraft, even when both mains touched down at the same time. Because I thought I was doing something wrong before with this. I don't know if it's an aircraft thing. Obviously, it's probably going to be user error. But I noticed. I know exactly what you're talking about because I've tested that theory of why this aircraft, or if that aircraft was doing something like that. And a couple times I recorded my landings and both gears touching down at the same time, and it still did that. But I think this weekend, so Chase Plane's not going to be coming out for a while. I'm going to get the other camera view. I'm just going to see if we can watch landings with it. I do want to get a payware one. And my goal is next week I want to get some landings in, some landing replays. That's what I want to do. I know there's some good ones out there, but I really want Chase Plane. It's just it's out for Parallel 42 club members at the moment. 100%. The thing too with this aircraft, it hits down so hard. Doesn't matter if it's a soft landing or not. You always wonder, like, did I smash down that fucking landing? You know, just massive thud with the main gears. Chase Plane is out, but only for Parallel 42 members, or Club 42 members. You have to have spent at least $42 on Parallel 42 add-ons before you're eligible. Park and brake is going to stick again. Before you're eligible to download it, which is crazy. So for me to buy Chase Plane right now, I'd have to spend $84 because Chase Plane's 42 bucks. And I don't see the need to purchase any other add-ons that they have. But I really want Chase Plane. Same in the RJ. Not in the sim though. Maybe in real world. But I think this aircraft, I think the gears touching down are a little too aggressive with the sounds. Alright, what gate are we saying? I think it's a gate 5. Just wait for Chase Plane? Or should I buy the other one? Isn't there another one? It's out by Orbex, I think, right? I think it's Orbex who did it. It's an alternative to, or it's sold on the Orbex store. It's an alternative to Chase Plane. But the developers flat out stated, like, you know, we are not chase plane. Almost like a buyer beware. I just don't know if it has, like, replays and such. Parker brake on, APU's on. Go ahead, shut them down. Request deboarding. Hopefully our cargo door doesn't start acting up. Turn this guy off. This guy's coming off. Beautiful. And are the doors going to open up by itself? Yes. They are. Are you doing a new flight? No, that was my second leg. That's it for the day, man. We're done. We're finito. There's that door flapping away. That's funny. That is hilarious. Insert evil laugh. Yeah. Why did they do that? It's really dumb. That would indicate that it's not ready for release. No, they stated that it wasn't ready for release. It's still being tested and developed as well. I've sent an email out to Chase Plane or to Parallel 42 just to get sort of like what's the idea, you know, with a release date, and there isn't one right now. I think I spoke to them last week. And yeah, they're just saying like they're still, you know, regularly developing and testing it. And it'll be out. Basically, they told me it'll be out when it's out. And I was like, okay, no problem. No problem. Owls, what's going on, bro? Done. That's it. Done, fam. I smashed this airplane down so hard, my rear cargo door is just opening and closing by itself. Like from here to KOAK? No. I'm our squad. I'm done for the stream. That was 2 legs. I'm it. That's it. Done. It's 10 o'clock for me. We got almost 3 hours in the live stream. You know, busy day for me. I had work today and stuff, and I got kids stuff and stuff, so I gotta get back up there. But anyways, appreciate y'all stopping in. Owls, go check them out on YouTube. Same with Your Sim CFI. Our squad's an up-and-coming streamer as well. If you guys want, show some love to our squad. It's got some good content. And yeah, look out for me on Sunday if you guys want to tune into a live stream. Don't know where we're flying and what we're flying yet, but I think I want to get in the A350. But that'll sort of, you know, we'll have to see kind of what happens. Skywest would like their airplane back in one piece. Yeah, I mean, tell Skywest they got to send some maintenance out here, and we had troubles in LA, so it's not my problem. You know, it's not my problem. Anyways, catch y'all in the next one, ladies and gents. Sunday. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Our squad, Mr. Sam Guilford, Owls, Sim CFI. Who else we had in here? Also W's to all for the donation earlier. And then we had some new people. We had Alan Hart, a Codman. And for anybody else that I missed, I think Northland Air. For anybody else that I missed, I do apologize. But enjoy the rest of your evening. Catch you in the next one, ladies and gents. Peace!